Hello, everyone. It's good to see and reconnect with you. And for those that are new to this channel, my name is Julien Le Noohra. I'm an intuitive empath, energy healer, and mystic. And today I want to talk to you about the three ways of awakening a sleeping person and how this relates to ongoing events, meaning the shocking events that we are seeing and the coming upheaval. So the first way to awaken a sleeping person is the gentle way. This could be the person who just wakes up naturally by herself, or B, this person wakes up with soft encouragement, like your mother's gentle voice in your childhood. Then the second way is a rougher awakening, and this could be uh, the sleeping person is being shook awake, and B, or the sleeping person is being jolted awake or by loud noise, for example. And the third way to wake up a sleeping person and the ultimate way is the brutal awakening. So this is rather relating to emergency level disruption. This could be A, like screaming, B, water being thrown on the sleeping person, or C, even being slapped back to consciousness. And as of now, a few people have already waken up already. These are mostly people like you, the light workers and way showers. But many more are still asleep, meaning they live in their ego or their lower chakras. And unsettling times and more upheaval is ahead. We're seeing trade wars and rumors of wars, AI disrupting industries, and a lot of falsehood. Events that will shake the structures of our old ways of living, basically. But the divine wants to save as many of its children as possible before it's too late. Meaning, more and more we will see our old ways of life crumbling. And finding inner peace will be critical to endure what is to come. And those that are anchored in the materialistic world or their ego will feel lost or even go insane. And they will be looking for guidance. But who can you trust? Many will be thirsting for divine guidance. People not fully anchored in the ego, that is, people who are in between ego and spirituality. Faith and divine guidance will be your best friends during those times of upheaval. So, what is divine guidance? First, it is communion with celestial beings, meaning receiving wisdom and support from angels and other spiritual entities, like your spirit guide, for example. Second, it is adherence to divine laws, meaning following divine cosmic laws that govern the universe and ultimately impact your life. It is the spiritual and moral conduct, which results in karma or dharma, depending on your actions. Third, it is seeking wisdom and gaining wisdom from sacred text and spiritual teachings, but even better, through communion with celestial beings. Fourth, ongoing relationship with the divine. So maintaining a continuous connection with the divine to receive direction, peace, and healing. And fifth, living in harmony, meaning aligning one's life with natural and spiritual laws for a balanced existence. And this will give you inner peace, love, joy, a feeling of unity and connection to all. The old Egyptians already knew the important concepts thousands of years ago. And for this, I want to share my screen with you. I want to show you an image. So in this image, uh, this depicts the weighing of the heart. It's an illustration in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. And this image, which is from the papyrus of Hunefer, it shows the scribe Hunefer's heart being weighed on the scale of Maat against the feather of truth by the jackal-headed Anubis. And the ibis-headed Tehuti or Thoth, the scribe of the gods, is recording the result. And if the heart equals exactly the weight of the feather or is lighter than the feather, then Hunefer is allowed to pass into the afterlife. But if the heart is heavier than the feather, then Hunefer is eaten by the waiting chimeric devouring creature Amit, which is composed of a deadly crocodile, a lion, and a hippopotamus. Of course, this concept can be transposed, for example, to Christianity. And I'm sure you know this famous quote from John the Apostle, which quotes Jesus. And Yeshua said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So what did Yeshua mean by that? Let's look at what Yeshua symbolizes. Yeshua was standing for love, compassion, forgiveness, courage, and truth. And Joshua meant that you need to embody these qualities. So going to church for 2 hours once a week, or visiting a sacred site once in a while, but living ungodly the rest of the time will not do it. Of course, preaching this will not convince you. Self-realization is what will convince you, and it's the only thing that will convince you to truly make you change. And the divine wants you to wake up, to be able to enjoy divine discourse and divine guidance, to find inner peace, to weather the challenging and unsettling times ahead, and ultimately to unlock your divine superpowers. So I'm going to stop the sharing here. So now I want to talk to you about the 7 steps that are necessary to experience the divine and enjoy divine guidance. So which steps are necessary for you in order to be able to have divine guidance and experience the divine on your own? Each and every one of us can unlock these experiences. So what is needed? There are 7 steps to experience the divine and enjoy divine guidance. First, you need to raise your frequency to a minimum level so you are able or allowed to experience the divine and divine guidance. Second, you need to learn how to maintain your frequency elevated. Third, to experience divine discourse on your own. Fourth, you need to gain faith and trust into the divine through your own experience. Fifth, you need to find inner peace and courage. And this is mainly to motivate you to make the final changes that are necessary and continue on that challenging path, which are given to you by the divine. There's a saying which says, it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. And why isn't it going to be easy? Because you will need to go into your shadows. So the shadows are all those aspects of your personality that you don't want to go explore, that you're negating. And this is very challenging to do so. But as promised, it will be worth it. Sixth, to increase your frequency even more. So even if you're already a light worker, you can still raise your frequency even further. And you should keep working on that. And 7 is just to be and serve others. Meaning being that light to others by your presence and by your example, and not by preaching. So ultimately, it's only the experience with the divine that will help many souls to be saved. And in my coming videos, I will explore and discuss these 7 steps in detail. And the goal is to help as many souls as possible to save themselves and help other light workers to increase their frequency even further. So if learning how to experience the divine and receiving divine guidance resonates with you, make sure to follow my channel. And each and every one of us has a special gift to discover and to share with the world. So stay tuned and please help me spread the word, as many more are in need of our help. So like and forward this video so those who feel called can find the means to experience the divine and find inner peace. Many are looking for this, and many more will come as the upheaval gets stronger. And your simple actions of liking and forwarding this video might help save a lost soul. And caring is sharing. In that sense, I'm looking forward to connecting with you soon. With love and gratitude, may peace be with you.